Hello, party people. We are here with the next NECC match for CSU White facing off against Illinois Urbana. Their icons are way cooler than ours. I assume that they're the Wolves at Illinois Urbana. So we're just here waiting until the map starts. Here we go.
Welcome to Samoa.
Historically, I know that CSU White loves to tend towards this Genji and this Sojourn style, especially with the Sojourn and the Tracer. So I'm really curious to see how they're going to make that work on this map. I'd love to see like a Diva Soj Tracer, maybe look to fight main. Let's see. We're going to see a map restart here. Never mind.
We are not getting
Alright, back to the same map.
Initiating match.
Never mind. Figuring out some technical difficulties here. That map restart should have fixed it, but... Alright, third time's the charm.
Welcome to
That music keeps hitting every time, and we're back on Volcano.
Initiating match.
Alright, anyways, as I was saying, probably going to be seeing... everyone's playing me ShamWow. Probably be seeing probably to guess a Diva Soj Tracer Wing Kiri, and see CSU play mainly around main, but I'm not sure what Illinois or Urbana plays. We'll have to see what they tend for. I must say, their names are way cooler than ours, too. We have Bloodfishman, Cyberstellar.
Ready for battle.
Okay, so we're gonna be playing the ball on this. That's not typically what I've seen, at least on this map. So I'm really curious to see how they can make that work. They're gonna have to play around the main areas and just ignore the side areas a ton. But this should be a really interesting matchup in the Mauga. In this ball v Mauga matchup, it's all about the spam that the CSU hit scans and backlink can do. Never mind, we're gonna be seeing the Ram v Mauga. So this is usually a counter matchup.
Round one.
In pretty heavy Illinois Urbana's favor, but you will be seeing the Soldier, Reaper, and Moira coming out. Which is not typical. 5-man left side. See the wing split, can we run on him? Does Vex catch him? No, he doesn't. Eva runs away. And we're just gonna go back to find the right side. Rail charged up, Illinois Urbana waiting. Reaper TP's in, Mauga pins in. TP away just for safe. And CSU's turn. I think the Mauga our red form extending. We missed the shield. Vex behind, looking for backline. Think anything happened. He finds Blobfish Man on the Soldier. All of Illinois Urbana turning for him. Just doing a great job on the Tracer. And that gives a sign for CSU to walk up and trade the Mauga next. Some solid fight, great walk. I'd love to see if CSU could walk up and chase these spawns. Go poke spawn, look for like a slow 3-2-1 with specs. Oh, I'd love to see. Oh, Wing stepping up a little too far. Enemy tanks and spawn. Oh, never mind. So we'll be swinging the switch to the Zarya. This should still be a very favorable matchup, but everything's about these bubbles and this Reaper. We just see one bubble out for the Zarya. Enemy team has Cole, and Specs hits the pulse bomb again, finding another opening pick. Specs is on fire today. Can he find the Blobfish Man? He can. And Specs with 2 again. This is dominant from CSU so far. CSU staying at spawn. They have to worry about this Cole, but it's going to be 4 ults versus probably 2 ults. And Illinois Urbana switches to the double hit scan. I can't say I'm a fan of that swap because it's just going to make it even easier for Specs to just take the map and go anywhere he wants. Specs sees the rotate. 5 coming through left side. CSU matching on left. I'd love to see a Ramel here, a rush. I'm going to see a Ramel here. Ali's punching everyone. Bubble out, wave out. Oh, Specs too early this time. Flash found him. But we're turning with the Ramel. Wing ult coming on the Soldier. Not gonna find anything for it. Illinois Urbana choosing the stable, and Toucan finds a pick on the Blobfish Man. Even with the early pick, CSU just can't seem to lose. Illinois Urbana still has the enemy Cole. Trying to trade out something. Not entirely sure what. And we're just in spawn. Cole finally being used. Try to turn this fight for Illinois Urbana, but Specs is coming right side. We have 3 ults coming out. Great rush. Walking spawn. Oh, did we beat for Alizu? Oh, Alizu solo. There's the beat. Toucan goes down, but we should be fine. We'll just solo. We're in the amp heal, and easy for CSU. Actually, Shemo getting picked. That is the main healer of CSU. I'd like to see the overclock coming out here. Whenever Toucan gets back. Oh man, Sucks just cleans up, finds 2. Missed the pulse, but it doesn't matter. He got his 2. And that's just looking dominant from CSU here. I'm really liking our we're just able to walk out so easily, and we're making so few mistakes on our walkouts. Like, I feel like before when I've watched, I feel like there's been times where I walked out and people keep getting picked on the walkout, and it's really hard to deal with. But I'm glad to see that it's the other way around, and we're just walking out, punishing enemy team's mistakes, playing flawlessly, and doing great. Just seeing the swap to the Monkey and the Tracer and the Genji, so Illinois Urbana going full dive here. However, in my opinion, CSU White comp is still a full counter comp to what Illinois Urbana is bringing, so we'll be seeing what CSU can do. He's taking the left side. They're probably looking to bait their Sojourn a ton here. The Specs trying to fight the enemy Tracer, sees the Tracer. Posturing left side. He is on the 2v1. Oh, never mind. Kiri to be in, and Kiri's dead. How is he walking this? I'm gonna force that fade, and I expect Specs to find out more. Yep, there it is. Solid from CSU so far. On deflect, and I love. And CSU are right back in the enemy spawn. Let's see, I'd love to see them try to set up a play with Specs. Oh, Specs showing. Makes it hard. Also, seeing the rest of CSU back up super far. Poking. Enemy wants in through. Specs is in. And the Tracer def. And while we're watching all that, Toucan finds the enemy Kiri. Wow. This looks like a whole new CSU wide. This looks just in their spawn. We're finding everything. Monkey jump canceled. Monkey dead. And that's going to be another 1-5 for CSU. Ramult coming up. Wow, he is 80% to his ult. Well, the enemy tank was at 40% to his prime before he switched. We're seeing the Ram Reaper. It's gonna be we're seeing Junkrat. We'll be seeing a very frontline heavy comp from the enemy team. They're really just gonna try to fight Alizu here and leave them out to Toucan. Shield coming out. We're giving the corner. Our turn. We shield up. Look for the slow. And Specs is set up for the engage. Alizu picks the Junkrat. Form comes out, more doesn't fade, and spots again for CSU. Easy done, another 5-0. Nope. Toucan possibly looking at the enemy bodies. I'm seeing the Torbjorn. The enemy team can't find a comp to play. I'm trying to just scrambling to find any answer to CSU. It's coming out. I'd love to see an overclock in the next turn. Oh, we are seeing. Oh, Alizu hiding for the Ramble. He's slow form, force that Suzu, force that everyone turns. Ults, he's gonna hold his arms, get that healing. Nice. We're farming support ults off this too. We can chase with OC, we can chase with beat. Enemy team uses Cole, but that's the only ult they have right now. Enemy Reaper's in. We turn the Reaper touching point. Rush comes out on point, and it should just be easy for here from CSU. DP away, trade comes out, but it shouldn't matter. CSU just get these picks. Actually, both supports down for CSU. It's never mind. I thought Shema got picked. Oh, never mind. Okay, the both supports down for CSU. We're at only 2 players left for CSU. Enemy Ram down though. Let's see if this Reaper is there any way he can get a Blossom. Then we could maybe lose. But with no fade and no Wraith, it should be unlosable. Actually, Alizu goes down. Kiri TP's in. It's a big scrap. I don't know who's winning. But Specs finds a pick on the Kiri. No Wraith. Torb is back. Reaper died before he got his Blossom. Torb's the only one that can touch. CSU's reinforcements are there, and it's going to be a dominant first map for CSU. Could be a 2-0, a 200-0, and or well, 212, and on to the next map we go. I'd be really curious to see what Illinois Urbana looks to ban here. I'd love to see them ban. Well, I'm not sure. Well, obviously Illinois Urbana has first ban here. But I'm not really sure what their strengths are because they switch their comp so much. So maybe I'm not sure. But I know that CSU has many more looks for what they can show than just there. Like I know that they love the ball comp, but obviously they played only Ram there, so I'm really curious to see what CSU does here in response to the looming Ramatra ban, I'd say. And here we go. We're gonna head to a quick break while the bans come out, but I'll see you on the next map. Alright, heading into the second map here, we see a Tracer ban coming up in Illinois Urbana. In retrospect, that makes a ton of sense. Vex was absolutely tearing it up on the Tracer. So Illinois Urbana forcing CSU White well, specifically Vex to play something that's not the Tracer. I know they historically love double hit scan. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some of that, but also maybe CSU White banning to Winston, which I find very interesting because Winston is not a typical pick on this map, and Winston especially usually has great matchups into Zarya, is the main one that we're seeing right now because of how strong Zarya is. So But usually, the other tank that has a great matchup in Zarya is Ramatra. So this makes me think that CSU White would ban Winston because they want to be able to play both Ram and Zarya, and they're confident in their ability to Ram mirror and play both of those tanks, and they just don't really want to tend towards the Winston. And like I mentioned, we are going to be seeing that double hit scan and Alari coming out from CSU, and we're going to be seeing more Ram. This should be super easy. It's just all about this high ground, and about if CSU can maintain this high ground, it's just going to be this constant cycle of, okay, Illinois Urbana, can they touch point and then fight high ground and take the enemy high ground, push the strong hit scans off of the high ground, and we'll just see. It's going to be Alizu switching to the ball, which holds space much worse, but can touch point and is so much more flexible and mobile. And the Ryan Venture, they're fighting towards this point super early. Probably gonna have Alizu touch point. Oh, never mind. Alizu slams the backline, 5 turn him. Can Alizu get out? He can, and like I mentioned, you don't touch point, these hit scans are gonna tear you down from the high ground. Wow. Great pick coming up from Toucan. Ryan walking up, just down 2. Not entirely sure what the Ryan is gonna be able to do here. Hit scan swinging out. Ryan pinned back. Illinois Urbana no space, and they're on the Junkrat Venture. I'm not sure what this comp does, but I'd love to see it and see what we can make happen. We're going to be switching to the Diva as well. Pretty good swap in this comp. Diva, pretty decent matchup between the ball, and especially great in this double hit scan Alari setup. But Alizu just fighting, pushing their Diva right up into these hit scans. It's just so hard for Illinois Urbana to play. For a great slam, forces so many cooldowns out of Illinois Urbana. Diva boosting point while that was happening, trying to fight the high ground by herself, and she just gets picked. Oh, Vetch's up next. A little without her Diva though. She'd find it, and Vetch just free shooting from high ground. Okay, so it looks like the Venture's on our spawn, so that could be a potential danger for CSU. But CSU has a huge ult advantage, looking to push up. Illinois Urbana switching their tank again over the Doomfist. Oh, if you can't find, he is. Venture's so far, but CSU will have to worry about that. Okay, so Illinois Urbana is sending 5 left side. Alizu completely alone on the left trying to fight that. Okay, so Illinois Urbana have made it through left side. That's the first step. Now they just need to touch the point, or else CSU just going to rain terror from this high ground. Oh, enemy Junkrat getting caught out. Oh, he got caught out with his team, and that's going to be first pick coming up for CSU. Alright, first point touch. We touch point, and this is the high ground that I was talking about, and they find specs on the high ground. And now that the high ground is taken by Illinois Urbana, it should be so hard for CSU to live. Barely not finding the pick on the Venture. Can we punch? Can we live? We cannot. And even with that early pick on the Junkrat and the Venture, it's still looking tough for CSU, but Alizu finds more picks. Straight out 2. He's rolling around, blocks the Doom Punch for his team. Leading no cooldowns, trades the Yang. And wow. Illinois Urbana did so much right, but CSU just find those picks and just couldn't do anything. CSU also only having to use 1 ult there, so gonna be another major ult advantage, just a little pick and spawn just to rub it in. This is looking like a full hold. Just off these ults. Illinois Urbana switching characters again over to the Sombra. Probably gonna try to catch out Alizu in one of these early slams. But we do have the Wii angle. I'd love to see that on our Alizu. Alizu finally picking the Wii, leaving. Illinois Urbana with the Doom ult. Turn with both. CSU turns with both support ults. Wii angle on ourselves finds nothing. Ilari ult high ground is huge, and we find 2. Picking up the Sombra on high ground, and it's just slight work for CSU so far. CSU just doing so great at punching these early walk-ups, these early area. Oh my gosh. But as I was saying, CSU punishing these early walk-ups so well and making it so hard for Illinois Urbana to walk out, and it's just looks easy for CSU. CSU walking up, knows Illinois Urbana has to touch point in 10 seconds. Knows I can push spawn here. Rush and Veteran coming out. We could start to lose the point here. 3 ults for Illinois Urbana. Illinois Urbana finding Toucan, finding Nebby. Let me get out of the bag, you have a game to play. Mine's on point. Just coming out, and it will be Illinois Urbana finding the point capture and in the overtime. So I guess Urbana finally found the right switches. They used those 3 ults. CSU only had 2. Got a little greedy in the enemy spawn, and were able to just find that next point capture. But CSU does have an early recontest. Enemy Sombra is really far up. Is Nebi fine? Oh, Nebi wins his duel. We'll have to see, and this is just CSU just has all the space finding the enemy doom, and I'm afraid that we're just going to see CSU pushing spawn again. Like where he is, there's no great hit scans for CSU. Oh, Alizu pushing spawn, looking to find the Wu Yang. Curie TP's out. Hack comes through, and Alizu can't find it. Oh wow, Spike's pushing really far up. Well, as I was saying before, Alizu rolled in. It's so hard for CSU to find good space with these hit scans, but it doesn't matter when you're hitting shots like that. Toucan picking the Reaper. Alizu finding the Sombra out of nowhere. Enemy Doom ulting, landing backline, but has no way to get out. Another pick for CSU. Wow. Toucan hitting every shot right now. Toucan on fire. Get this guy in the Face It Pro League. And it's gonna be another 1 fight for CSU. CSU also coming up on 5 ults here. Should be super tough for Illinois Urbana, but Illinois Urbana does have arguably the strongest ult in the game. That EMP, just as I was saying that, enemy Sombra picked out. Alizu randomly find the Sombra twice now. Alizu slam backline, all 5 turning him. Can he get out? Does he? Yeah, he's got his shield, got the Suzu from Nebi. CSU swinging him with these hit scans. Illinois Urbana is still down 1. Oh, well, down 2. X finds another. Shamo ulting the Wrecking Ball, knocks down 2, no Wraith, no Trance, and it's dominant for CSU so far. That being said, Illinois Urbana did get to build a lot of ults that fight. They didn't use any, and we used only the Wu Yang ult, so that still should be a great fight for us, but Illinois Urbana does have a lot more, or had a lot of time to build ults, so this should be a much more even fight here. Ozzy looking for another slam early. See what you can forces so much. Wave, Suzu, TP, everything. And that just clears the way for Specs to just shoot from this high ground. Illinois Urbana coming in. Oh, that's the EMP down and the OT. That's so big. Support ult's coming out. Dragon found, Rush found. Matching rushes. 2 down for CSU. Looking like a 4v3 here. Doom ult comes out. We have the Suzu. Wow. CSU is playing amazing, especially with Specs going in crazy map 1, Toucan going crazy map 2 with the honorable mention of Alizu. Toucan and Alizu have found so many random picks and they're buying CSU so much time. Just making it so easy for CSU to keep winning these fights and build up these ult banks. If you get that early pick, you're in a 5v4 and that makes the fight so easy, and with all that cleanup, you get to build so many ults and you just get to keep snowballing. And it's freaking awesome. Well, that being said, First Point Kings Row notoriously hard to hold, so my push wasn't super far, but I'm curious to see what Illinois Urbana can roll out with on the defense. They do roll out with a Sig BAP comp, which should be pretty strong. Ooh, Bastion. I'm a big fan of that. They're probably going to be seeing a similar story as what CSU is doing on their defense. Illinois Urbana going to be trying to play for this high ground's control point and shoot down from that high ground and trying to just control the whole map using their high ground. But instead of this time having double hit scan and a ball detect point, Illinois Urbana has a Sig Bastion and a BAP to play high ground and a Genji detect point with. So, should be a pretty solid comp for Illinois Urbana. Enemy Genji keep really far. Here's to see if CSU finds him. Oh, wow, CSU is actually rolling out on this. So CSU rolling out on the Hog double sniper. So this comp is not normal, but it's going to be all about if Alizu can hit these hooks. Should be so hard for Illinois Urbana to reach the backline of CSU White, but I don't know, we'll see if CSU steps up too far. And we get walking in, no deflect, no dash. Sig using hands to get out, rock, body block, hook. Good, you found Sig, luckily found here, no lamp, no Suzu. That's all the important cooldowns. Toucan on an insane angle. Has a sonar backing him up, doesn't find anything, but takes so much space. Action found, Specs traded, but I don't think it much matters. Curie TP'd in. There we are. Toucan zone the Widow, or Toucan zones the BAP. There's no options. Or, sorry, Illinois Urbana has no options. We're gonna be seeing another comp switch from Illinois Urbana onto the Venture, but they do say the SIG, they do have Flux. But this should just be so hard. CSU's comp excels at looking for these early picks and finding picks if you give them time to find these picks and you don't go in early. And Illinois Urbana's comp is it's really hard for them to walk in and find these angles. And Shamo finding two. Push and spawn, this looks so easy for CSU. CSU not on point, but CSU pushing into third likely with all these stagger picks. It should be a really tough recontest for Illinois Urbana. So direct your eyes to the ults. Should be 4th for CSU and likely just the Flux for Illinois Urbana and maybe a oh, never mind. Dragoning spawn. See what we can do. Oh my gosh, we find the Bastion. It's a crazy dragon angle. I didn't think I would find him. You can found his angle, waiting for people to walk in. Walking up. What's your boiler? I'll let you pushing this. Can you walk up? Off that dick, he might be able to push it with a Wii angle. Does he jump main? Look for the Wii angle. It's the hook. One shot's the Venture. Wow. Final point. Illinois Urbana just keep getting picked. Mix the Flux on ShamWow. Alizu zoning everyone in spawn. Has the whole to try to C9. Flux getting picked, but I'm not sure if it much matters. No more Ultra Illinois Urbana. We still have the Wii angle. So hard for Illinois Urbana's standpoint, and CSU takes map 2. Wow, just dominant from CSU. Alizu and Alizu and Toucan especially were looking insane on that map. I'm curious to see if there's anything that Illinois Urbana can do for this third point. It seems like no matter what you ban, maybe Specs finding it. Specs find the pick in the Wu Yang. Wow, this play of the game is just dominant. Seems like nothing Illinois Urbana can do. Well, I guess we'll be taking it to another break while we wait on the bans for our third map, and I'll see you on the next map. Alright. Map 3 coming in here. We're going to be seeing a switch for Illinois Urbana. I don't remember what their old DPS were named, but it definitely was not Jalcani. We're going to be seeing a Onzo band coming up from Illinois Urbana. Makes sense. Vex was just tearing it up last game. And we're going to be seeing a Sigma band coming out from CSU. So CSU was seeing that Don Dangles was loving the Sig Blast map, doing great on that. Well, as great as he could. And be leaving these bands open for CSU to be tending towards this ball, tending towards this ram, the next best characters on this map. And I'd expect to see maybe a Widow Freya here coming up from CSU, knowing them, but they might tend towards like a Tracer Freya or a Genji Freya as well. Interesting. So it's Genji Widow not choosing to play Freya or Sojourn. Interesting choice. It can work. And then going to be Illinois Urbana. Here's to see if they stick this. If they stick Echo Mercy. It'd be a very weird choice to pick Junkertown and go for an Echo Mercy, but it does look like they're going to be sticking on it. Super sub for map 3. Let's see what we can make happen. Alex, hanging out on the right side. Let's see what he can do. Oh. Vex on the Widow. See what he can find. Finds Jalcani. Super sub picked. There's gonna be Toucan pushing up with that pick. The rest comes out, but CSU still have the space off that pick. The Allergy looking for another hit. Puts the Reaper in. No hook, no Wraith. Probably for CSU, or probably for Illinois Urbana. Completely pushed out. Jalcani walking in, picked again. Toucan dashes him out of the air. Should be an easy walk up for CSU. I'd love to see Toucan push this right side maybe. Oh, hook lands on Specs. That's tough. Kenny on the Ash switch. Coming out, still a 4v4. Huge slam coming out. Might be able to force the Suzu here. As you're rolling through, pushing the Reaper out, never mind. We force this Reaper Wraith, try to get this hook out. Oh no, hook lands on ShamWow. This is looking a lot less dominant than the other map so far. Let's see what CSU can do here. CSU finding these trades again like they always do. Mercy found, Ash found, Kiriko no TP. Toucan Allergy making it happen in the backline. Hook dodged by Toucan. And CSU was tearing up the backline. As soon as I get worried, just make it happen. Maybe Reaper finds our Widowmaker, but it doesn't even matter. I'm not worried because we can find on Dangles for no Wraith. And Illinois Urbana are back to spawn. Gonna be this seeing the cast switch come out. A little easier than the Widow to play here. Early mines coming out. The spawn hook lands. Now easy force out. Hog traditionally a great pick into the ball. But should still be workable for CSU. Oh no. Vex try to take that left angle. Reaper teams on him and finds him. But CSU can still trade out. They do have this blade. Oh no, hook lands. On the trade on the Ash. Curious if we can get a recontest going here. Oh my god, that is a crazy res. Shields used. Allergy gonna be finding. Whole log to confirm. There'll be no point touch, and that's the first point going to Illinois Urbana. 3 ults in the tank for them. This is looking like much closer than the other map so far. I'll say I would love to see a Sojourn here for CSU instead of the Cass. It's just so easy to farm these rails up the Hog, but I'll keep forcing this. Oh my gosh, she's lighting up the Hog. I'm gonna be seeing 5 playing low ground, high ground. Sun coming down, a rush coming out. Hook lands on Alizu. CSU backline supporting from up here. Toucan find the pick on the Mercy, confirms the kill with the blade, finds the Ash, finds the Kiriko. And that's going to be a fight when coming up by CSU, but it was pretty damn expensive. Illinois Urbana saving those 3 ults. They do find the second kill, and they do get all the space again. They do block that snowball, but no more ults for... Or with those 2 ults out for CSU, it is looking a little rough here. Alizu looking to find these early mines. Oops, the Hog in with that tank perk. Finds it, looking through, trying to dodge the trap here. Toucan with crazy angle. Oh my gosh, that hook is insane on ShamWow. Thread the needle on that one. We'll be seeing the mines turn, Junkrat picks, Kiriko no TP, Reaper split. And the Wraith just wash out. Illinois Urbana has the rush, has the Blossom. Oh my gosh, Mercy walked into the mines. For nothing up top. Let's see a turn on the Hog. Oh my gosh, Alizu trying to confirm the kill. Guess he's back and we cannot help with that. Oh my gosh. And finally pick on the Kiriko too. This is crazy from Toucan so far. You could just on fire on the Genji today as well. You can play it all. Oh my gosh. Well, Res coming out. Nebby and the bag getting picked. Not entirely sure what happened, but somehow Nebby and the pick going down. But Toucan just comes with 2 more kills. Try it out and to find these picks. And just on fire. I would be surprised if he wasn't 15-0 right now. Don Nichols is landing so many hooks on the CSU players, but it doesn't even matter with what Toucan is doing in the enemy backline. I was looking at. Oh, never mind. Hook lands on Toucan. Reaper TP's in, confirms the kill on Shamwa. Nebby running for his life. Alizu stalling point here just a little bit, trying to see if I can get a recontest going here. I'm gonna get a Reaper fighting him. All of Illinois Urbana sees him. It's gonna be, the session's gonna be really hard with that. Let's see. Coming out top left, use the Alarial. 4 found with the Alarial. Junkrat found. Here picked. No Caesar for that Alarial. And gonna be 2 picks coming out with that Alarial for CSU. Find the pick, just confirming these kills. Wow. Crazy Alarial coming out for CSU. Nebby in the bag. We can stand on the Alari. It's gonna be 4 ults effectively coming out here for CSU on this defense. What are the 2 of Illinois Urbana? It's gonna be all about that Blossom to see what Illinois Urbana can make of this Blossom, but in the CSU's comp, it's gonna be so hard. They'll be able to find anything. Maybe like watching that C9. They do have to give the area part of the map, unfortunately. Illinois Urbana get to walk up for free, but no Wraith. Mercy low. Nebby in the back trying to dodge that hog. Shem with the cheeky damage on the Reaper. Still fighting the Reaper. Finds uses the Suzu. Ooh, headshot on the Mercy, and with that headshot, Nebby shift kills the Valking Mercy. And somehow Alizu and Toucan find 2 picks in the enemy backline. Wow, it's just a neutral win for CSU White.
That was some fine work.
Some great picks coming out. Everyone hitting their shots across the board. Well, Alizu doesn't really have shots to hit, but all the other 4 of them are hitting all the shots they can. And just making picks out of thin air, and they're winning fights off it. Alizu playing the Skyboss, looking for these early picks, scouting to see where's that touch coming out from Illinois Urbana. Reaper comes up. Can we chase the tail? We rush to chase the tail. Toucan looking for the blade, finds it. Just the Kiriko. Reaper comes out. Blossom comes out. Try to peel it. But just easy for CSU. They have no. Illinois Urbana has no point touch. No easy way to confirm these kills. And Jaukan is not playing KD. Wow. Didn't even have to use the new and save the tire. It was looking a little shaky at the start, but CSU turned on, leaned forward in their chairs, and was dominant for CSU after that.
Initiating match.
So much of this for CSU comes about, I guess so much of the match comes out about just finding this hog. And we're just trying to dodge these hooks, trying to like make sure that we can get the pings on him and trying to get the scouting on him. And whenever just for a split second you don't know where the enemy hog is, he hits that hook on you. He goes missing for just a second, he finds a hook, and we're seeing that catch at CSU a ton, but that's the only real issue that they're having. Undig was doing work on the hog, but the rest of Illinois Urbana faltering, and all 5 is on CSU White. It's looking great here. So we're going to be seeing that Echo Mercy try on the defense again here. I'd be very surprised if they stick this comp, but this does seem like comfort for Illinois Urbana. Let's see if we can find the hog. So we are going to be seeing DC rolling out, showing the far end spawn. I'd be very surprised if they stick that, especially with how well Toucan was doing on the Genji prior. We'll have to see. DC planning the strats, planning how they're going to take this point. Very standard hold coming up from Illinois Urbana. And it's going to be CSU sticking with the Pharah. It's very interesting, especially the Echo Mercy. Yep, and he goes right back to spawn. Wait, no. Okay, he's coming back out. So this is the Echo Mercy Cassidy. Very tough, and the hog is not known. Specs faltering to that hog hook. And Toucan taking a bunch of sticky bombs here. Nebby swinging out into the Cassidy. Alizu hooked, forced out. Oh my gosh, cast low. Echo should be able to trade Toucan here. Toucan gets out. Specs swinging here, does find the high ground. Alizu picking Enemy Echo, cast Diff. That'd be the bad got hooked, but it doesn't seem to matter. It's Vex with 3 on that attack there. Do we stagger the hog? We do not, it just takes forever. Alright. See, everything's about this hog. If that hog flanks and gets a pick, then it's getting real tough for CSU. But if he doesn't find any picks in the first couple seconds, CSU's poke and CSU's neutral is just so strong and so hard for Urbana to fight. Alizu swinging around, dodges the flash, crazy shield, crazy slam, outplays the enemy mercy, no healing. Wow. Alizu stalling on Urbana. Urbana still not players to play KD here. Just some crazy micro coming out from Alizu to take that point. Just looking on fire on the ball today. I'm so sad to see him on Ram, because I know he has this ball in his shield. Minding spawn, I love this aggression. Finds the cast, makes this freaking death so hard. Chasing spawn. Taking this 4v2 while we can. Ooh, Specs gets hooked, but it should still be fine. As we hear, I don't know if we win this. Oh, with the help of 2 we sure do. We can finally pick in the Echo, and we're just managed to make the firework. You just have so much poke, so much pick potential. Oh my gosh, the enemy mercy is walking out very early. Oh, how's he find her? No, he's forcing a ton of that Moira resource. Oh my god, enemy Cassidy is up so early. Ozzy, do you find this? Oh my god, this guy's out without his Moira and his Mercy. Just real heads up play from Ali. Just see both healers right side, see the Cassidy left side, know that Cassidy can't get helped. Be immune for the point touch. Barrage of touch. Urbana have nothing. CSU have both support ults coming up here. Even if 2 get picked, I don't think it matters. Newen cancelled. Hogbolt finds nothing. We have Russian credit if we want. To be easy 3-0 for CSU. Wow, CSU's looking on fire there today. Another easy 3-0 for NECC. And carry on next. See what this was at his specs. It's probably the first point play if I had to guess when he was on the bridge. Yep. Got a little bit of this. Finds pick on the Cassidy. Use that ball Sam. Ooh. Just be headshot in the Mercy. Finds the Moira. Just easy 3-0 for CSU. Well. My name is N3R. Thank you for watching this live stream and this little 3-0 for CSU. I'll put you back again
Okay.
at some point. Goodbye.